Welcome to lesson 4. This lesson is all about a deeper strengthening of your back muscles. So we've been working so far on just becoming aware of your core strength, knowing what the core muscles are, creating some flexibility in your body. And now we want to start to deepen your back a little bit further. So take it easy with these postures, the locust posture that we're going to do today. We're going to do some deep breathing to start with, because I really want to get you into an awareness in your body so that you know how your back feels, so that you can take care of your back as we go through the class. So I'm going to invite you to come down onto your back. So if you want to get a cushion to start with, and just come to lying on your back. Just finding some length through your spine. Taking your legs out if that's comfortable, or if it's more comfortable for your back to have a bit more support, you might just want to drop your knees in. Whatever feels right for you. And just lifting your hips, pushing down on your elbows, lengthening through your spine. Chin comes down towards your chest. So you've got that nice elongated Savasana posture. And then we're going to bring the hands onto the belly now. Just starting to tune into your breathing. Just notice the natural movement of your belly with your breath. And then begin to deepen your breathing that little bit more, so you feel that you're starting to breathe into your belly. And then release. Softening down. Just keep breathing deeply into your belly. And then begin to take your breath a little bit further as you breathe in. You want to feel as though you're breathing in up to your collarbone. So you breathe into your belly first. And continue the breath so you feel the chest lift and you're breathing into your collarbones, and then breathing out. Relax down. This is the deep yogic breathing. We breathe into the belly, then up to the collarbones. Breathe out. Soften your body down. Just keep flowing with your breath, just noticing that each time you exhale, just let your body soften down into the ground. Three more full breath cycles. And then just allow your breathing to return to normal. Just notice how you feel. We're going to start to bring some gentle movement into your spine. So I'm going to invite you to bring your hands out to shoulder height. Draw your knees up and bring your feet so they're flat on the mat. We're going to come into our lovely lying spinal twist with the flow of the breath this time. So we take a breath in. And as you breathe out, drop your knees down to the right. And if it's comfortable for your head, turn it over to the left. When you're ready to lift up, inhale, knees draw back. Exhale, down to your left. It turns to your right. Inhale, lift up. So I'm pulling my tummy muscles back as I lift up. So I'm using my core. Exhale, lower down. And just keep flowing with your breath now. Head drops to the opposite direction as you drop your knees to the floor. Exhale. Inhale. One more time to each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Then inhale and draw the knees up and circle them round. So we're going to inhale as we circle them towards us. Exhale as you circle them away. So going slower than you think. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Opposite direction. I'm going to inhale. So really good massage for your abdomen as well. This as well as really lengthening out through your lower back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then just draw your knees up, chin towards your chest. Feel that length through your spine. Couple of big breaths here. Just bringing your feet back down onto the mat. Just resting for a couple of breaths. So when you're ready, rolling onto your side, just coming up into a seated position. So we're going to go through some deeper back strengthening muscles now. It's really important that you use your core strength at all times, which I'll remind you of for each movement. And just work with the movements that feel right for you, rather than trying to force your back if it feels too painful. So I'll invite you to come down onto your belly now. And just bring your hands by the side of your head. And just rest your forehead down on the mat. So we're going to start some isolated movements now.
Now place your right palm face down beside your head.
So just placing your palms down by your head. And take your awareness to your right arm, your right shoulder blade. And just lift your right palm, your right forearm, elbow off the floor.
And drawing your shoulder blades down and in.
Just feeling into your shoulder blade and then lower down.
And then
we're going to repeat that on your left side. So you're going to lift your left palm, forearm, shoulder, and lower.
On each side. Remembering to
and
use
then
your core
repeating
muscles,
twice more on each side.
Back towards your spine
raising
as you do
right
these
arm
exercises.
And lower, left, lower, right arm, lower, and then your left arm,
and
lower.
Then extending your arms out in front
and
of
then
you.
You're going to extend your arms out in front of you.
To the ground.
Hands out,
Engaging your core as
shoulder
you breathe
level,
out.
shoulder width
Lifting your
apart.
right arm.
Engage your core.
And then lower.
And you're just going to raise the whole of your right arm just a couple of inches off the floor and lower.
Lower down.
Keeping core engaged.
With your
Moving
core
over
engaged,
to your left.
right arm lifts.
Lift.
And then
and lower.
And then
Right arm lifts.
And lower.
And lower.
And then once
and
more.
then left arm lifts.
On each side.
And lower. And then once more on each side, over to the right.
And then engage
and lower.
your core once more
and then
as you
left.
exhale. You're going to then breathe
and
in.
Lower.
And then lift.
And then engage in your core. We're going to lift both arms. Hold.
And then relax as you
and
breathe
then
out,
lower.
lowering your arms down to the floor.
Just relaxing. Engage in your core. And lifting both arms once more. And then lower. Core engages as you lift both arms one more time. And then lower down.
And then bring your awareness to
and then bring your awareness to your legs now. And you're going to bend.
Making sure your core is engaged. You're going to breathe
with your core engaged. Bend your right knee.
With your sole flat.
And just have the sole of your foot so it's flat towards the ceiling. And then lower.
Breathe in, raise your left leg.
You breathe in, raise your left leg as you bend at the knee. That is floor to the ceiling. And lower.
One more time.
One more time with your right leg.
And then lower.
And then lower.
And over.
And then over to your left.
And then lower. And then we're going to do both legs together.
And then we'll do both legs together. So engage in your core.
Gently bend at the knees.
And then as you breathe in, bending at the knees, just bringing both soles of the feet flat towards the ceiling.
Using your core.
And really use your core to exhale as you lower your feet really slowly back down towards the mat, just to work with strengthening your core. And then allow your feet to relax.
Raising up as you inhale.
And then we're going to raise both feet up twice more. So bringing your feet, raising them up, lowering down, using your core.
Raising up.
Raising, bending at the knees, both feet raise. And then lower down. Let your feet relax down on the mat.
And then beginning to tuck your toes down to the floor.
And then beginning to tuck your toes down on the floor. You're going to push your heels away and lift your knees away from the mat. So you're straightening the whole of your legs. Just lift. Knees lift a couple, an inch even off the mat. And then lower. And then we're going to do that a couple more times. So you push down onto your toes, push the heels away, lower the knees. And then lower. And then one more time. Raising the knees up, push the heels away. And then lower back down.
Now just allowing your feet to become flat.
And then just allowing your feet to become flat on the mat once more. And then just refresh your core again.
And then you're going to breathe in and raise your right arm.
You're going to breathe in and keeping your right arm and leg straight, raise them up.
Through your toes.
3 or 4 inches. And lower down as you exhale.
And then repeat on your left side.
Repeating on the left side.
Your core is engaged.
Core is engaged as you lift left arm, left leg, lower down. A couple more times on each side. And each time you do this movement, making sure you're pushing through your toes, stretching through your hands, so you're stretching that whole side of your body as you lift over to your left.
And then one more time on each side.
One more time on each side. Right arm, right leg stretches away from each other and lower. Left arm, left leg stretch away and lower. Great.
And then we're going to do some cross activation.
So we're going to do some cross activation now. So you need to engage your core. And then it's the right arm and your left leg raised just a few inches.
Lower down.
And lower.
Breathing in left arm.
Breathing in left arm. right
And as
leg
you breathe
raises.
out, lower down.
And as you breathe out, lower
Repeating
down.
twice more on each side. Right arm,
Repeating
left leg
twice
raises.
more on each side. So
Lower
right
down.
arm, left leg raises.
Left arm,
Lower
right
down.
leg raises.
And then
All the time,
left
just
arm,
making
right
sure that
leg
your core
raises.
is
Lower down.
engaged. One more time.
One more
Right
time on
arm,
each
left
side.
leg.
Right arm, left
Lower
leg.
as you exhale.
Lower as you exhale.
Left arm, right leg.
Left arm, right leg.
And lower.
And then lower down
You
as you exhale.
And then just relaxing.
And then just relaxing into crocodile. So you're going to take your feet wide,
out to the sides,
turning your toes out, heels come in. And then your arms,
your
elbows are out to the side, just resting one palm on top of the other, and just let your forehead rest on top of your palms. You might want to just gently rock your hips from side to side.
And then just letting your belly rest here.
And then just let your belly rest here.
As you breathe out, just
letting your belly soften as you breathe out, so you're breathing down into the earth, just releasing any tightness from the abdomen, the lower back.
Just feeling your body really resting in this position.
Just feeling your body really resting in this position.
And then when you're ready, taking your hands
and then when you're ready, taking your hands, place them under the shoulders.
Towards your heels.
You're going to push yourself up and push yourself back into restorative child pose.
Taking your hands down towards your
so
heels.
Just bringing your hands either one fist on top of the other and resting your forehead, or bringing your hands back around your ankles.
Breathe into your back here.
And just breathing into your back here.
To extend out in the opposite direction.
And just feel that space being created in your back now, so you're taking your back in the opposite direction.
And then slowly take your hands under
And then when you're ready, just bringing your hands under your shoulders, you're going to push back up into a comfortable seated position.
So from here, we're going to come into the locust position, which is a really good posture to strengthen. Again, just working on those deeper back muscles. Work with what feels right for you. And if you want to stay at stage one, just stay at stage one. Or if you feel like your back is happy to go into the second stage, then you can work with both stages. So we're going to come down onto our bellies once more. And you're going to position your hands with a fist, just position it under your thigh as you come down.
And then once you've got your nice comfortable position, we're going to start to begin to raise the chin so that it comes forward and rests on the mat. Or if you prefer to put your forehead on a cushion, then feel free to do that as well. And then we need to begin to really use the core muscles for these exercises. So engage in your core as you exhale. And then take your focus to your right leg, and as you exhale, extend your leg along the floor. And as you inhale, begin to raise your right leg off the mat. Just check that your hips stay level, don't want any tilting in the pelvis. And then on your next exhalation, lower down. Just resting for a couple of breaths here. And then with your core engaged, take your awareness to your left leg, extend as you inhale and lift. Hold. Just using your core to strengthen your spine here. And then releasing down and lower as you exhale. And just allow your back to rest down, just really using your exhalation to soften any tightness that you feel now as you rest down. Just being really conscious of this, that your back is relaxed in between the movements. And then just checking that you're comfortable in this position. We're going to start to work with both legs. So sticking with stage one if you wish, or if you wish engage in your core, lengthen out through the legs and lift them off the mat. Hold, just keep breathing, core is engaged, and then release down as you exhale. And again, just using your breath to soften any tightness or tension in your spine. And then we're going to repeat that one more time. So engage in your core as you exhale. And then as you inhale, lengthen out through your legs and lift them off the mat. Hold just for a couple of breaths if you can, or lower when you wish. That's it. Well done. And lower down. Fantastic. Just letting your back release as you come back into crocodile, taking your legs, your feet out wide, toes turn out and turn your heels in. Elbows are up at shoulder height, resting one palm on top of the other, and just allow your forehead to rest down. You want to gently rock your hips from side to side. Feel free. And just keep using your exhalation to soften your back. Just consciously letting your back release. And then we're going to come into extended child, so putting your hands under your shoulders, pushing up and push your bottom back towards your heels, again using your cushion, if you wish, between the back of your thighs and shins. And just stretch out through your back, breathe into your back, let the back expand out now. If you wish to come into full child's posture, just bring in your hands around your ankles, or if you want to rest your forehead on the two fists, feel free. One more breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly take the hands under the shoulders and push back into a comfortable seated position.
We're going to move into some lovely restorative movements now for your spine. And I always think these are movements that you can actually do in bed as well. If you remember them and you just want to stretch your back out in the morning, these can be your bed stretches, homework for your yoga sessions. So we're going to start off with your feet stretched out, just finding some length through your spine. So usually I just push up on my elbows, pretty much into my chest, and just push out through the heels. Just take a couple of breaths. Allow your body to settle down onto the mat. Oh, I'd love to stay here. We'll get moving. So we're going to start by drawing your attention to your right knee. I'm just going to take hold of the knee. Again, just bringing your chin to your chest, a slight lift up, lengthen down through your back, and then draw your knee toward your chest. Now your left leg at this point, your toes are drawn towards you so that you're working with your left leg as well. And then we're just going to breathe in. Tune into your belly as you breathe in. I'm just going to massage into your abdominal organs. And then tuning into your back. Breathe into your back. Draw the knee up a little bit further. Fantastic. And then we're just going to stretch out the back of the hips. Just taking your left hand onto your right knee. Just draw it across your body. Just let your arm relax over. Breathe into your body. And then we'll draw the leg back. Right leg drops down. Left knee comes up. Draw the knee in. Breathing in. Remembering that your right leg's working here, so your toes are drawn towards you. Left foot is active as your toes draw towards you. Just going to lengthen out that little bit more through my spine. And as I breathe in, just starting to tune into having that massage in the abdominal organs. And then into your lower back. Couple of breaths here. Right hand comes onto left knee. Just let your left hand relax down and just draw your knee across slightly. We're just going to open up the back of your hip. Just breathing in. And then drawing the leg back. Just bring your right knee to meet your left. Take hold of the knees and draw them in. And then we're going to engage your core muscles. So drawing the abdominal muscles back towards the spine. Pelvic floor lifts in as you exhale. And then we're going to inhale and just raise up. Stretch. Forehead to knees. And then lower down. A couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Brilliant. And then we're just going to rest the feet so they come flat on the mat. Take your arms out to the sides at shoulder height. Just shift down my mat a little. Just take a couple of breaths here, let your body settle. It's all about restoring your energy with these movements. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, just dropping your knees down to the side. Now you may want to have a cushion under your legs here if that's too strong to drop your knees to the mat. And then if it's comfortable for your neck, just allow your head to turn to the opposite direction. Just allowing your legs to become heavy on the floor. Breathing in, allow your back to open. And then drawing the knees up. We'll go over to the opposite side. So just dropping. Again, you might want to have a cushion or a bolster to rest your knees on. Just breathing in and out. Just let your feet and legs relax down. So you're not holding on to any part of your body at all. And then inhale, we'll do one more on each side. Exhale. Stretching over, really breathing in deeply into that tightness that you might feel in your back. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, opposite side. Stretch. And then coming up. Oh, fantastic. And then coming on to all fours. We're going to do a really lovely stretch, which is going to get into your shoulders. So you want to have your wrists lined with your shoulders, your knees with your hips. We're going to take a breath in and just feed the arm behind. So your left hand feeds with behind your right wrist. And you just drop your shoulder to the floor. So I'll show you what's happening from the other side. So just resting your head down. You're dropping down. And just letting your arm relax and breathe into your shoulder. Such a great stretch across the back. I can feel it from the middle of my back all the way up to the shoulders. And then we're going to come on to the other side. So I'll turn around so you can see the movement. So switching arms. You're going to take a breath in. Drop your arm down. Now you may want to have, if your head doesn't go all the way to the floor here, you may want to put a pillow under your head if that feels more comfortable for you. Fantastic. And then to come out, just push up onto your supporting arm. And then to finish, we're going to drop down and just rest the hands, the forehead down into extended child and just breathe into your back. And then when you're ready, bringing your hands under your shoulders and just come into a comfortable seated position. Just take in a few breaths here. You may just have your feet out. It doesn't matter if you want to just have your legs outstretched, whatever feels right for you. Just breathing into your back. Just feeling that lovely sense of calm.